Hi guys, so today it is Tuesday, March 17th, and this is going to be your general reading for Aquarius. So the cards that came out were the Ace of Swords upright, the Judgment card upright, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Wands upright, the Page of Wands upright, and the Star card. Now with the Ace of Swords here, this has something to do with mental clarity, new ideas, breakthroughs, or clear thinking. So if you are confused about something, possibly like in the near future, you could have clear thoughts, or you could be able to make a direct decision regarding something. Like I said, if maybe you've been overthinking something. So if you have been overthinking something, you will gain some mental clarity in the near future. You do have some breakthroughs coming in, which since it's upright, that's good because that would be good breakthroughs. And also, like if you have a business, or you could possibly be in school working on a project, or just anything. Like even if you're like designing your home or something, like I see some new ideas coming in for you. So maybe like a boost in your creativity, which is great. Now, we do have the Judgment card here. So the Judgment card has something to do with like self-evaluation or forgiveness, renewal, or, you could be in the process of making a very important decision right now, which could also have something to do with like the Ace of Swords being upright with the mental clarity. So with this Judgment card, you could be working on yourself and like, just seeing how you can improve yourself. So I would say basically working on your self-improvement. You could have some situation going on where you may need to forgive someone, or, forgive a partner, or it could just be several things. Or if you have an issue with forgiving people, you may need to work on forgiveness, learning how to forgive people. But in order to do that, you need to heal. So renewal is here in this card as well. So you could be on a healing journey or something, and that's where that renewal will come in. And once that renewal come in, you can forgive. Or once you forgive, the renewal will come in. It could go either way. And like I said, with the decisiveness, like now we do have the Queen of Swords here as well. Oh, the Queen of Swords upright has something to do with honesty, constructive criticism, problem solving, and being realistic. So someone's not being honest here, and they're just not keeping it real on the situation. And the fact that they're not keeping it real on the situation, that means that the problem solving cannot be done. Because if you don't know what's going on, you can't fix the problem, basically. Someone's not being realistic here either. I don't know if it's you or the other person, like if you're dealing with someone or whatever. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it could be family, friends, or it could be like a relationship. But yeah, someone's not keeping it real. So I don't know if that's something that like you need to work on, like being more honest and like being more direct when you're giving out constructive criticism. Because I know that like we don't like to hurt people's feelings. Like no one wants to upset people, but I know most Aquariuses that I know are direct and blunt, and they're gonna say what they gotta say, and they don't care. Like that's just it. That's just what it is. So that kind of makes me feel like this isn't you. That kind of makes me feel like this isn't you, because you don't mind saying what you gotta say and keeping it moving, regardless of whether they like it or not. At least you told them the truth. But yeah, someone needs to work on, like, if that is something that you struggle with, you should work on it, because for the things that you have coming in, that could be a skill that you could possibly need. Like, I don't know, it may be if you're dealing in business, like you may get you may level up in your business, or you may get like a new job, or you may, if you're not a leader now, you may get in a leadership position. And in leadership positions, constructive criticism and honesty and problem solving, all those skills are needed. So if this is you, just know that when you work on these things, it's for the greater good. Like, it's going to help you. It's going to mold you into being a better leader. But if this is someone else, they need to work. And I say that because no one wants to be around someone who can't keep it real, who can't give like constructive criticism. Like, we all want that one person that can just keep it real with us when we mess up or whatever. So yeah. So if that's you, just work on it. If not, it could be someone around you that's just not keeping it real with you. Use your intuition, listen to your intuition, and it should tell you who it is. Now we do have the Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands is upright. So with the Ten of Wands upright, this has something to do with someone is feeling like stress from responsibilities and overburden. They could have a lot of obligations. So either you or someone else could just be like, over it, burnt out and tired. So you may need to like get some rest and put you first if you're not putting you first. That's very important right now because it's showing up in your reading. So you may need to let everybody be accountable where they need to be accountable at. I know as an Aquarius, you can be a humanitarian and you like to help others, but sometimes you got to take a step back. You got to let other people be accountable for their own things. You can't always be accountable for other people and their crap. So just take a step back, get you some rest, and put you first if you need to, because that's very important. Because if you don't do it, who else is going to do it for you? You know, just kind of take a step back, kind of pour into yourself for a little bit. Now we do have the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands is upright. So you do have some good news coming in. I do see some good news coming in for you. You may have some exciting plans coming up, which is great. And you may be getting some type of really good communication that you've been waiting for. So that's always good, right? And if you are struggling with finding your passion, I also see that coming in for you. So you do have some really good things coming in. So congratulations. And the last card that I see here for you is the Star card. And the Star card has something to do with hope, faith, expression, and healing. So I do see you healing once you get your rest that I told you to get, you'll be healing. And that's really, really good. Like, I mean, your reading is self explanatory, so I really don't have to go on and on and on and on. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, so if you were lacking inspiration, I see it coming back to you. If you were like feeling hopeless because of things that you were dealing with lately, that's coming back to you too. And continue to keep faith. This card is, I feel like this is a card of advice, and it's telling you to keep faith because the things that you want and that you're working for, they're going to come to you. Just take care of yourself because, like I said, if you don't take care of yourself, no one else will. But your good things are coming to you. So you're on the right path. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes we bite our tongue and we don't want to tell people what it is, but sometimes you just got to tell them like it is because that's the only way that the problem is going to get resolved. You know, like they can't read our minds, so sometimes we just got to open our mouth and say it. But you can definitely just find a nicer way to say it if you want to. So yeah, or just say it like it is if you feel like it's going to help. I don't know what kind of turnaround that's gonna take. But I would just say try not to be rude, but tell them what it is. So yeah, I hope this reading helps someone, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'm sorry for the audio issues. This reading was really hard to get out